A Way of Life is a coaching consultant company. We help people manage their career and business using astrology. Astrology is a holistic process that allows us to help people align with what they're passionate about. We provide the tools to build your personal development to live your best life. A Way of Life coaching consulting company. For a reading or coaching, call Keisha Reed at 781-602-0986. That's 781-602-0986. Or check our website, www.awayoflife.net. That's www.awayoflyfe.net. A Way of Life is a coaching consultant company. Live your best life.
So that was interesting. It's storming out here, family. So I apologize for that delay. The I guess it went out for a minute there. I don't know what happened. But peace, everybody. I hope everybody is enjoying this rainy Friday morning. Does not feel like a Friday. But, anywho, today I'm going to be talking about the Cancer new moon. Before I jump into that energy and running all that down, I definitely did want to talk about a few things that are changing here on the site. I am wrapping up my marketing class that I took with V. If anybody out there has a business and they feel like they are struggling around marketing, this is an investment. You definitely want to take her 30-day marketing class. She is amazing. She's absolutely changed my whole mind on how I think about marketing moving forward. So with that being said, you'll see a lot of changes. If you follow me already, you've probably seen a lot of those changes, and there'll be more to come. So I'm trying to, and I think I've been trying to do this for quite some time, is make the services match up, or the content rather match up to the services that I offer. And so I have to be more consistent with that, and really challenge myself to do better at those things. So with that being said, as I'm revamping my YouTube and all my other social media platforms, you have to understand that, um, you know, uh, there are going to be some updates on that. But also that I noticed that I have a lot of people who watch my videos. Most of the time, my number is 17, especially here on YouTube. So I'm going to start to ask if you can like, share, and subscribe. If you know anybody who else is interested in the information that I'm sharing and they would enjoy it and get something from it, share with your friends and family. We would love and appreciate your support in that way. We are trying to build a platform where people can grow, especially when it comes to your career and business with everything that's going on in the world. And I'll be talking more about this as I get into this live. Actually, it's a great topic for this new moon. As employment is changing, I was actually just watching a video on how millennials which I believe is my age group, are really struggling. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not doing too bad. But in retrospect to that, with what happened over the last year, I definitely did decide to leave my job because of some of the things that they were mentioning in there. And the more you kind of get into this business stuff and you learn how all this stuff works, you got to, play into this stuff. You can't just come on here doing videos as I was, which I had no intentions on growing prior to this, by the way. I was just using this as a storage space. But now that I am in the position to need to grow, to get myself out there, I really have to be more intentional with the work that I put out there. So I am asking for your help and support. If you know anybody who's interested in what I do, share the information, like the YouTube videos so that we can grow here on this platform. Another thing is getting more detailed and structured in on how astrology is in relation to your career and business area of life, and how I can help with people who are interested in that. So you'll be seeing a lot more of that stuff moving forward. And I'm looking forward to the changes. And I hope you get something out of it at the end of the day, because that's what this is all about. So before I go on too much more, I am going to bring up my notes here. And we're going to start to get into this information. So this Cancer new moon, I'm calling this revolution versus repression. And I'll get into a little bit why I decided to name it that in just a minute here. But this is a time for setting new intentions. New moons are about setting new goals, new habits, and new directions. Cancer is the energy of returning home, your home or your inner self, and asking yourself, what does that look like to you? What do you want to see when you come home at the end of the day? Or now with everything that has changed, how do you want your home life to be managed? Right? Because you kind of, if you're not working, you kind of don't have that opportunity anymore. I'd actually love to hear people who are either working from home or have started their own home businesses, what that now looks like. For me here, as I was mentioning before, I'm really getting down into managing the business better so that I have more free time. So setting up systems and structures that allow me to be a mom, balance-wise, and getting ready to start homeschooling. So that's actually my nearest and dearest next passion. As you know, unfortunately, I don't know what is going on. I don't know where everybody else is, but everything has opened up here in Boston, Massachusetts. But every time I send my son to school, he comes home sick. And so it's freaking me out. And I don't know if he's got COVID or not, but I haven't been sick. So I'm like trying to weigh the pros and cons. Am I overthinking this? Is it just, it's been like that for years, right? They talk about it all the time. Every time kids go to school, they always get sick. Kids, they kind of have that environment about them. But nonetheless, me being who I am and thinking about this, not to mention, it's just been a passion of mine. Anyways, I've wanted to homeschool for a long time now, but haven't had the real tools and structure nor the time to do so. So I'd actually like to hear too how other parents are doing. Are you sending your kids to school? How are you feeling about it now with everything that's going on? I know now that public schools have actually given the option to do school from home now. I do know that. So I thought that was actually really good. I'm looking forward to seeing how that grows. But yeah, so what do you want your home environment to look like moving forward with this energy? Cancer is a water sign. It taps us into our emotions, feelings, and our needs. What are our wants and needs? We're really going to begin to see what that is over these next few weeks. What do we need to feel good about ourselves on a daily level? How do you manage how you feel in your home environment? And then tapping into the human needs, right? Cancer rules the people. And it's about nurturing and food and caring and things of that nature. So like, water and nutrients here, are you eating enough? Are you getting enough vitamins and minerals and things of that nature? And then I think on a global scale, again, going back to what cancer rules, I think we can see a lot of things coming out now about the public housing, real estate, perhaps people selling land, um, um, or maybe even just making it more beautiful, right? Because this is about comfort in some way, shape, or form. What makes you comfortable? So you could be revamping your house, especially with Mars and Leo. That's definitely great energy to do any remakes, remaking your home in some kind of way, or your land, what the outside looks like in some kind of way, moving perhaps, or just having more family time. But I definitely think on a global scale, we'll hear a lot more about public health, public housing, perhaps in some kind of way. So Cancer rules home, family, relatives, your safe space where you go at the end of the day to relax. It's also very private and internal things that you keep to yourself, that you know about yourself, that you keep to yourself. It's a feminine energy, how you receive, how you take care of your heart, especially with that Leo energy. I think actually this is going to be, well, it could go both ways, but again, just tapping into that Mars and Leo energy, because Leo rules the heart. So how are you doing things from the heart and passionately standing in your power and not wavering, not in a confrontational way, but like, I need this right now. I need to feel because, and that's that. And whether people accept it or they're open to it or they receive it well, that's their problem. I think a lot of people are really going to start to stand in their power about their wants and needs over this month. And people are just going to either have to deal with it, take their space, figure out if, that's what they really want to do for you, or they're going to keep it moving, keep it pushing. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit further down, about how this can affect relationships on a, pretty drastic scale. So this is highlighting what you need. Cancer is a vulnerable, intimate, tender sign. It can be very moody. You can be moody here because it's Cancer, it's water, it's very up and down. This could be, do you belong or do you not belong? I think that's going to cause a lot of tension if you're thinking from that point of view, which brings me to the shadow side of Cancer. It can be clingy, codependent, possessive, cautious, afraid of rejection, feel rejected by family, victimized even, and a lack of clear goals with that Capricorn being the opposite sign, which rules your mission in this lifetime. So this is really, 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 really about what do you want, healing from the inside out, to project that of which you want to bring in on the most highest level, right? Very unapologetic here, right? Doesn't matter who or what your needs look like to society, to your family, to your children. What do you want? And don't feel bad about that. Like, take control of your needs, assess them, come back down to reality after you do that, and then figure it out. Are you being realistic? Can you get those needs? Are there ways that you can mix some things around to make it make sense. Um, um, but authentically, it has to be about what you want. Um, you do have to be realistic. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I'm trying to sugarcoat it. You can't do that. You can't be unrealistic and expect to get what you want. So, when you're in this process, peace, sis. Thank you for reminding me to take my vitamin. You're so welcome. I take vitamin B to control my mind. Nice. You got to tell me more about that vitamin B. What is that exactly? And how you doing, sweetheart? Yes. You have to really sit down and take this time to be aware of what emotions are coming up for you. That's going to help you a lot. And then, again, make sure you're being realistic about those. And that's going to lead you to this Capricorn opposite energy that I think I feel like I'm a little biased when I say this. So I need to just take a step back and really, really, really speak honestly and from my heart. I am a career and business coach to the depths of me. I mean, down to my soul. This is what I do. I cannot change that. I am who I am, and I am very proud of that. However, as a coach, over this time, what I have learned working with people is that not everybody is there yet. And I think this Cancer new moon is just giving me the greatest opportunity to say that even though I might not stress this point enough, I understand that there is healing that needs to take place. People need time to do that. People need understanding in that process, and maybe even perhaps some more goals and tips around that. So take this Cancer new moon energy. If you don't hear anything else that I say during this live, is to take this energy seriously enough that allows you to be aware of what emotions that are coming up within you that make you feel in lack. Write them down and start to really ask the tough questions around those emotions. Why do I feel like I'm not enough? Why do I feel like I can't do A, B, or C? Why do I feel like I can't? Whatever those things are for you, sit with them, honor them, thank them, let them know that you are aware that they are there. You understand what I'm saying to you? You hold on to them and you nurture that pain as if that was your child. You hear? And be with that. Really, really sit with that energy, because there is nobody else in this world that has gone through things that I can tell. I could tell y'all some stories and you wouldn't believe me. I didn't get here to this happy place without having gone through some serious bullshit. So I understand. It's just that where I'm coming from it now, I understand. First of all, I'm still going through bullshit. Let's just keep it all the way 100. But now that I've gotten this higher perspective, what happened is I got tired of being in that victimization position. Not tired because it's not real, or that I didn't honor it, or that I don't care, or that there's some way, some form that, I'm just trying to ignore it as if it's not there. None of those things are true. But when you step into your power, not because you make a decision to do it, it's because I took the steps to do the healing that I needed to do to see it from a different perspective. I respect the fact that I'm going to be going through bullshit as far as I'm alive, because that's what we're down here on this earthly plane to do, period. And I understand today that those things that are coming in for me that make me feel uncomfortable, I have to sit with those things, and I have to sit down and say, okay, well, what is this? What's happening to me? And that process never changes. It's always the same. That's why people meditate. That's why people say it's important to get your rest, because this is in the place where you deal and honor those types of things. And then when you get out of that meditative state, that resting state, you stand up. You stand up tall. You stand up strong, and you take control of your life. Why are these things happening to you? Can you do something about them? And how do you change them? What do you want that to look like? And how does that make you feel? And then even to take it just a step further, because as we get down below here, what we're going to begin to see is that we don't plan for the future. We are only in the here and now. And I understand as a spiritual being, that is what you are supposed to do. However, again, we are here on this earthly plane to understand what this energy is, or why we're here. And if you ignore those things from a spirituality perspective and you only sit with it from that perspective, I promise you, you will not grow. You have to be able to get to a point in your life where you begin to be able to live between both planes, your spirituality and the matrix, because you can't ignore why you're here. And if you're not doing either one of the two, at some point within your growth to evolve, you're ignoring why you're here. And I feel like that's really complicated. I probably could have done a better job explaining that, but that's the point. That's what that paradigm is here. It's very confusing. So you have to be able to go within to make sense of that. But that is the part of growth. And I feel like that's the part that also sucks. It's like, hit me when I'm down, or why don't you? But that's just what this is. That's why we're here. That is literally why we were here. So, you have to be able to live between both worlds. I'm going to jump on down from a soapbox there. I am very passionate about this, but I think sometimes I harp too much on the goals and, the planning, and people are not doing so well. So I'm just going to give out a good thank you to this Cancer New Moon for allowing me as a coach to be honest about that process, and that I do understand. And I hope, again, if you don't hear anything else that I say during this live, this right here is the message. And with that being said, this is not just for cancers. This is for everyone everyone has cancer somewhere in their chart. And that's why it's super important to know how to use your chart and how to do a transit chart so that you can see where this energy is playing out for you. It'll give you more information towards your healing process and how to deal with this energy and where to focus at. Very important stuff, which, by the way, that is also a part of my marketing and how I'm going to, start making some changes on the things that I post on my social media. So while I'm there, let me just do a quick promo on that. Hey, sister, what's going on, Miss Divine? How are you doing? Let's see. Let me just go to so if you're not following us on IG, that's where we are the most. I'm almost like 3 seconds away from completely deleting my Facebook page, even though the marketing class has really, really helped me understand why I haven't been getting any business on there. Also, at the end of the day, I'm like, but do I really need it? Like, what's the difference? If I have it or if I don't have it, am I losing out? Like, do I really need 7 freaking social media pages? Just saying. That's just where I'm at with it all right now. But it's on the screen, family. It's actually not even a way of life 5 anymore. I think I was able to change it so it's just a way of life. And they have like little dashes now. So I've done a lot of updating on there. I'll have to change that at some point. But if you just put in a way of life, and life is spelled L-Y-F-E, you should be able to find me. And we are also now on IG at Align Way of Life. I am so excited about this journey, family. If I haven't talked about it at all on this platform yet, like really follow us on there. We have so many good things coming to you. I think that you'll really like it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I posted in my post that I did today on IG about trying to grow this YouTube page. I think I'm going to be doing this from now on. I'm trying to figure out how to post it, but if you know anybody who's interested in astrology and you can share this with them, share it. If you or anybody else has not subscribed to the page yet, the channel yet, subscribe. And if you do that from now until Monday morning, I'm gonna you can text me at text a way of life to 22828, and that's going to prompt you to send me, it's going to send me your email. And what I'll do is send out information, and you get to choose whether you want a free reading or a bottle of wine. Now with the wine stuff, so that is how I figured to integrate both of the information, and I'll have a whole bunch more stuff coming that I'm really excited about. But serious inquiries only, family. We're looking for people who are really genuinely here to heal and grow. We got some really great people coming. I'm really excited about this. If I haven't said that already, but either way, you make sure you follow us on there to get more information there. But be sure to like, and also don't forget, you can check us out at our website, and that's awayoflife.net. All right, so now that the promotion is over, back to our regularly scheduled business. But yeah, so this new moon is really allowing us to go within to find comfort in what we need. This Cancer wants to provide you what makes you feel good. It's a caretaker, so something to take care of yourself, to support a support system, the ability to say what you need, awareness, know your needs to feel, know what you need to feel good. And then to the fun part we have here, which is all the other transits that are going to be affecting the new moon. So first we have Sun and Moon in Cancer, sextile Uranus and Taurus. So this is going to be about opening us up to our inner genius. This will really allow us to shift our thoughts from non-attachment, which is really good for Cancer because Cancer tends to cling on to the past. It rules the past. And I think even taking it just a step deeper, because Uranus is a generational planet, if we understand it from that perspective, we understand that we are healing literally the 400 years, the last 400 years of, working the 9 to 5, that whole, not being, or being a consumer, that idea is coming to an end. And so really dreaming about what you want this new phase to look like moving forward, knowing what that is, because with Uranus, we're definitely in the digitization of everything. And I've been talking a little bit and here and there about that on my IG channel, but we have to be able to understand what role we play to be able to change that paradigm. Do we want the digitization? I think, that was a dumb question because I already know what the answer is. I don't think anybody wants to work anymore. I was just watching something that they was talking about how millennials don't want to work. And I am pretty sure it's between 30 and 38 millennials. And no, the answer is no, I don't want to work. And I'm almost positive there are hundreds of other people out there who feel the same way. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? But we also have to make sure that we're doing the work as a collective to be able to manage what that looks like going forward. So again, studying money, it's Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus. Taurus is a money sign. How many different streams of income you're going to have? Do you need one business? Do you really need 7 businesses? Or is it more so about the streams of income around, your residual income? So investing, insurances, pensions, your Roth RIA, which is just another form of your 401k that you would get from work. There's no difference other than the fact that you build your Roth RIA. You're not getting any money from your job on that one. That's all coming from you. But the idea here is to understand those processes so that you know how you can formulate them and work them on your own. And actually, the benefits to it, I think, are even more beneficial. I think the only thing that 401ks have on the Roth RIA is that you have somebody on the opposite end telling you that they'll match you. If you've ever heard that, like if you have a 401k and they say that you make it to retirement, they'll match you whatever you make. Unfortunately, you don't get that piece, and that's okay. You still have other ways to make other money. Your savings account, obviously, if you can get it in something that is building interest, that's even better, which I believe they do on the Acorns app. So aside from being able to invest on Acorns, you can also have your own separate investment account, and it builds and accrues interest for you. That's free money. We never say no to free money. What else? So, keeping in mind that you really want to be able to do kind of these other things or learn these other ways to make money. Even the multi-level marketing, I think they're great for so many different reasons. And we don't have to see it as employment either. You don't have to have a multi-level marketing business to be a business. You can do multi-level marketing for the sake of getting free stuff or discounted stuff. Okay. This is how you get to invest in something that pays you back. It may not be money, but you get stuff. Who doesn't want stuff? I want stuff. So that's how you get to, better yet, that's how I get to be able to give this free liquor if you for promotions and things of that nature, or gifts or giveaways for your business. So you can use them in all different kinds of ways, and you just have to know what that is for you so that you know how to use that to your benefit. And they have thousands of those. So, if you're not already connected, think about that and see where you can get you some free stuff. Just saying. What else? I feel like I probably can talk about this all day because this is what I love to do. But for the sake of time and my sanity to focus, I think I named enough things. And I think I did a video on this too, where I broke this down a lot more and I got more in depth about that. And I'll keep, I'll keep at it every now and again as things come up in my brain. But let me check the chat box because I can see, because it feels good like a trap. It does not feel like living. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely right, Miss Rebel. Even when running your own business, you have to be so careful. You do. Hey, magical mermaid, what's going on with you? Some work is always necessary in life, but it should be in sync with our humanity and soul, growing food, building shelter, creativity, etc. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. And hey, mermaid, she says, hey, Jules. Okay. All right. So yeah. You hit it right on the nail, Miss Rebel. And so just knowing what those things are, knowing what's going to go out of business because of the the digitization. You do want to keep that in mind. You're going to know what the trends and fads are, because that's very real, unfortunately. What are people going to want now? What's going to be the hype now? What's the new next hype? So yeah, but I think what I really like about this is that it just allows us to take that step to detach from any past things that are keeping us from growing. That's how I view the sun and moon sextile Uranus. Uranus helps us uncover critical missing links that will bring in information to help you connect the dots. But you have to be open to it. We need to heal and release the old. Sun and moon trine Neptune and Pisces retrograde. I love this energy, family. I'm so sorry. If I could just do a whole live on this, I would. Maybe I will. Sun and moon and Cancer trine Neptune and Pisces. That's retrograde. Now, I did a video on this. Oh, no, actually, I haven't done Neptune. Ooh, I might have the opportunity to do it. Oh, I just got excited. I'm working on that one still. But I did do Jupiter and Pisces. That's what I'm mixing up. But this transit is going to enhance our psychic abilities and our spirituality. I feel like I shouldn't have to say anything else after that, but I just think when I see this placement, the things that come up to me the most is the healing prospects that we have here. You get to forgive, and you become more compassionate to people and their issues and things of that nature, which I think we are going to see such a great deal of next year. I talked about that in the Jupiter and Pisces live that I did. This is just a lovely energy to bring people together, to helping us heal, coming up with new ways to heal, people just wanting to heal. And like, when I think of this, I just did a live on Queen Dawn's page, and after speaking with her, she is like amazing. She does cardology and past life and future life regression and Reiki. And some of the things that she be talking about different ways of healing, these are your, repeating things certain times, or, saying what you want to manifest. Then, you obviously you have your Reiki, but just like, there are so many different modalities that she broke down on ways that you can heal. That just reminds me of this energy. And I really feel like people are going to start to pick up on those a great deal. I think it's a beautiful understanding and a beautiful energy for understanding your destiny and your life purpose. Again, this is always the ultimate goal. This is why we are here, is to get us to this higher vibration of energy, to really step into our power and own that. And this, that's like a stepping stone to that, I feel like. But I could say so much about that, but I'll be doing the Neptune at some point in my life. I got a lot going on, family. in my defense. I think I missed some. Wait a minute. I missed a lot. Okay. Yes, I found a great video for you to watch about 7 rays. Ooh, you gonna send it to me? Can you send it to me? I think my email is in my info. Good advice about keeping on top of trends. Yes, you got to watch for the trends. Introduction to esoteric astrology and 7 rays. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna write that down. What is 7 rays? Rebel says universal energy. They explain everything. The 7 vibrations. Ooh, she said what I said. Let the doors of heaven shine on earth. Amen. Ashe. Keisha, I was on a live recently and I kept harping on about how people need to heal and we need to do more empathic. Yeah, to be more empathic to others. Yes, that's exactly what this Cancer new moon is. It's very intuitive here about people's emotions and feelings. Yes, that's exactly what Cancer wants you to do. Trust me. You are blowing my mind because you always come with the synchronicity. I be trying, Miss Rebel. Mermaid, I would love that. Heaven on earth. Me and you both. But okay. Back to, okay, so we have Sun and Moon in Cancer opposite Pluto. I don't even know why I saved this last. I should have put this at the top because this is it's going to get a little dark here for a minute. I mean, this doesn't have to be. Just know that Pluto is on a rampage, okay? Pluto is not coming here to play. Pluto wants to break everything down to rebuild it back up. And because Pluto is nearing its end stages of Capricorn, which transitions into Aquarius in 2024, shit's about to get real. And I just want to be honest about that. Oppositions can create tension, struggles, and especially tension in relationships. This is what I was talking about earlier. But the tension is here to help create balance. So again, I feel like it's that multiplicity here, the double-edged sword here, because there's some part of this where we want to just escape and be all in the spirituality, but we cannot do that. We cannot ignore the outside things that are coming in. We have to balance out that energy. So if you are having relational issues, understand, family, this is a message from the universe telling you what you need to work on. So you sit with that and you do the real work to understand, why are these issues coming for me right now? What is it that I need to do to take control of my emotions and reactions, making sure you're breathing deeply through these changing moods, especially with Cancer. And talk to someone you trust. Do the work to make sure that you're on the right side of this and not the lower side. It could get really, really bad. We can see a lot of relationships ending at this time. This could also be a time to create something important and lasting here, especially when it comes to your career or even creativity, creatively. Something, actually building something physical that will last. Basically what this energy is going to do is take you out of your comfort zone. Not to ignore it, but you definitely want to take control of the issue and ask the important questions to resolve the issues. And I think that's about it. I think this is going to be, I like this energy, family. I think this is going to be a great time. I hope that everybody has sat down and thought about their manifestations and what they want for this time, what that looks like for you. Really, own it, own it. Oh, wait, I got... in alchemy, a seven-sided star can refer to 7 planets which were known to early alchemists, and also the 7 alchemist substance: fire, water, earth, sulfur, salt, and mercury. I'm just now getting into Greek mythology. Got some great oracle cards are a really, really, really good way to deal with this too. So if you know where this is happening for you and the astrology, and you pull you some cards, I feel like it just brings more enlightenment here. For any of these new moon energies, when you're feeling at a loss for information, pull a card. Okay, mermaid, I know the notion of gods and earths, and so, yep. Yes, they bring up everything in the video. Ooh, this is going to be dope. All right, I'm going to check it out. Magical Mermaid. Thank you for that tip. We need it here, right? This is what this is all about. And Yeah, man. I don't know about y'all, but I am super excited about this time, even more excited about what's going to transition out of this energy. And, you know, let's keep doing the work. I hope this information was helpful. Peace.
A Way of Life is a coaching consultant company. We help people manage their career and business using astrology. Astrology is a holistic process that allows us to help people align with what they are passionate about. We provide the tools to build your personal development to live your best life. A Way of Life Coaching Consulting Company. For a reading or coaching, call Keisha Reed at 781-602-0986. That's 781-602-0986. Or check our website, www.awayoflife.net. That's www.awayoflyfe.net. A Way of Life is a coaching consultant company. Live your best life.